Your energy is being drained, but stay away from these traps especially. Ivo and I stay away from subjects like Landing Man on the Moon, Area 51, Flat Earth and more of the subjects there is continual argument over with no resolution. You guys have to learn to realize when your chain is being yanked, your energy is being drained and you're being lied to. Far be it for us to rob you of those wonderful learning experiences. These subjects, and more, are what we call consciousness traps, where disinformation has been supplied and circulated in order to keep you stuck. Let go of your need to know the truth in these areas and eventually you will learn. Ivo, can you explain to us what Earth has really become since the overtake of the dark forces and implementation of the Matrix society, especially? I have a feeling we don't have the whole picture yet. Ivo, of course, my love. Yes, originally the Earth was a self-contained system with its own energetic fields surrounding itself. There is the gravitic field, the magnetic field and the electrical field. Earth is alive, just like the human body is alive. Earth is conscious. There are other systems that run through the varying gems that are placed within your planet. When humans came to Earth, they created an energetic grid through the pyramids. This was done to create a supply of usable energy that crystals could tap into, so then the home was heated, lit and power was provided for other needs. I think of the pyramids as transformers like we have on our electric systems. Ivo, you could think of it that way. Now, these pyramids have connection to the galaxy because everything is connected, so the pyramids were put on key ley line spots to facilitate this human system. There are many connecting points for the ley line grids. These points also work well for the creation of portals, and many important portals were created in antiquity in order to facilitate easy connection to the galaxy. What has been done with this entire grid but also the other fields is all have been manipulated to suit the dark forces. Fields have been altered in order to reduce the magnetism of the human mind, for example. Because you are connected to the Earth's fields, when they alter the fields your mind's capacities can be altered as well. And they have done this. You will notice that many of you have little ability to attract anything outside of your Earth zone. So in fact, if you have thoughts of contacting other races, you will not be able to attract them. It is because you are breaking free from the restrictions of these fields that you are now able to converse with beings beyond the Earth. Earth is a prison planet, a prison for your minds and your bodies. You have been largely cut off from extraterrestrial life until more recently. The way to change this is to empower your mind. It is the only way to break free. What about the electrical field? Humans are electric, and in being electric we can put out thoughts. Ivo, they tampered with your thoughts, my love. That is mind control. Okay. Ivo, what the Earth was when the starseeds began incarnating in large numbers was almost dead. These beings of lifelessness are not creators, they are destroyers, so they were destroying the Earth. They can do nothing but destroy because that is their nature and the nature of evil. Wanton destruction. When the indigos and blue rays of the 1940s and later came to the Earth, because they were of a higher, more powerful frequency than the Earthlings they incarnated among, these starseeds began to bring light in from higher dimensions, which was what the Earth lacked. As more and more were born, Gaia began to come alive again. This is why you are called light holders, because you are in effect a part of higher frequencies and also connected to the Earth grids, and in incarnating here, you connected higher dimensional energy back to Earth. This is normally something your son does for you, but with the fields being reversed this was not so possible. Other means had to be sought in order to generate the energy for Gaia to undergo ascension, as this was her desire. So you came, and you came in large numbers to help her. You came to hold the light she needed to raise this planet from its living death. Yes, the controllers who had controlled the world since at least the time of Atlantis. Ivo, 26,000 years, my love. Longer than Atlantis. Okay, for 26,000 years these beings were tapping the energy of Earthlings and Gaia in order to survive. All were being cut off of the life-giving force of the rest of the universe, so we came to help infuse new energy into Gaia's ley line system in order that she could be alive again. Ivo, correct. Until then the Agarthans were the only light holders with connection to the universe. Now there is you as well. So we've brought new energy to this planet and Gaia is vibrating higher. You've changed the fields back, and this allows energy from the cosmos to come and invigorate Gaia for her trip up to 5D. It allows her to vibrate faster. Ivo, yes. Your being here has been a counterforce to the destructive force of the negative alien alliance and the demonics who pilfer energy from any source they can find on the planet. But of course they attack you as well, have tried to keep your vibration down for some of you from the first day you were born. Many of you contracted to live within families of the Archon specifications, because the Archons felt they could control you, but you knew you were stronger and could outwit their program to keep you down. The Archons saw a large contingent of new energy coming to Earth that they felt they could control, so they contracted with the starseeds in such a way that the starseeds, they felt, could be controlled by them. They could not manage. They lost. Me, haha. Ivo, we see their attempts to poison the body, to lower society's standards. Your healthcare is poisonous to the human body. All of these things were already underway but invigorated in later years to poison the starseed energy that had come to the planet. They felt they could win. They felt they could take your energy and reduce it to their own toxic vibration in order to feed themselves and to use your energy to invoke their plans to finalize rule of the world. You see, the book is called 1984, and in 1984 there was still no new world order, so clearly they are behind schedule. This is because they are losing their battle to retain control of the starseed population and further control the world. Again, this is why Ashtar Sharon says that you are a virus in their programming. They felt they could beat you, but they were the ones who lost. Having said that, to whatever extent they are still able, particularly in the last few decades, they have done whatever they could to continue to drain your energy. As I said, you are connected to Earth through its grids. Being born on the planet gives you that right. That is why starseeds must be born on the planet they are to invigorate and to change. An outsider cannot change the energy as the starseed can. As you are connected to its grids, the Negative Alliance continues to create plots to rob you of your energy. Ashtar has called them consciousness traps. The weaker ones fall for them. Do not get stuck in any of these matters that are unresolved. It does not matter for your purposes what shape the world is, it just is. Much as it would be fine feather in your cap to be able to come up with a definitive answer to this question, it does not matter. Earth exists, that is all you must realize about it. Whether you are at a level that you believe it to be dirt, rocks, and grass, or whether you believe Earth to be a creation of your mind, and it is both, what shape it is irrelevant. Do not get stuck on such questions, they are only traps set out to deplete your energy supply. Light workers and light warriors are working to reverse the polarities of key ley line points around the planet. Over the years the Dark Ones have performed negative rituals and drained these points of their power. They have created wars around the portals, they have created wars to lower the frequency of key energetic areas. But now the light workers are returning the light to these areas. One that will not reduce in power is the Lords in France. Hot springs are also as they once were on the Earth, they have not altered at all even with attempts to reduce their frequency. Me, what would a hot spring change to if it were reduced in energy? Ivo, perhaps one of the elements would overwhelm the other and the baths would become acidic and toxic to humanity. Me, oh like that. Okay. Ivo, when your Earth regains its balance again, its innate harmony, toxic spots will detoxify and the glory of this planet will be shown to you again. Me, like what about places high in sulfur? Ivo, for example. These are out of balance. So, the point is, that all around your world you are attached to a 3D grid that is inherently negative. What is best for you is to meditate to attach to the 5D grid because this grid has not been affected. We are continuing to attempt to reverse the polarities of the 3D grid so that the Negative Alien Alliance can no longer inhabit this planet, and your help would be wonderful. Your legal buildings, religious buildings, government buildings are all built upon these spots. Medical buildings are also on these spots. Me, and the bigger the better. I wonder where the Smithsonian is located. Probably on a ley line. Ivo, correct. And these have all been used for nefarious activities because the dark magic continues to reverse the polarity of these key points to negative. Me, so send your energy to the Smithsonian, the Vatican, Buckingham Palace, and the worst one, Balmoral Castle. Loads of places like that are reversed in polarity so they can feel comfortable living there. Let's make them uncomfortable. Ivo, my love, this is a cursory explanation of what the Earth is and how it sustains life, as well as what the starseeds have done to reinvigorate the light on this planet. Traps continue to be set up to deceive you, do not fall for them. Me, Ivo, how do we rejuvenate ourselves? Ivo, you have two choices: transmute negative blocks of energy in your auric fields and or bring in fresh energy through the crown. Fresh energy can be brought in through grounding, but bringing in energy from other dimensions is best, we feel. Me, thank you Ivo. Ivo, now, do take a break, my love. Me, I will.